What's going on, ninjas? Dusty Jumpstead here, 4-Star Ninja Academy. We are having our last Fina endurance qualifier here this weekend. So I'm going to give you guys the course walkthrough right now. This will be for 13U, 15U masters and adults. There's going to be slight variations with each one, but essentially it's going to be the same course for everybody. There'll just be a few modifications. So one of Fina's rules is, because I'm designing the course, I cannot run the course ahead of time, so I can't have any experience on the obstacles. And so I will not be doing a full demonstration, but I'll be throwing in some cuts for you guys on some of the different obstacles that are changing that I won't be doing. So the rules for 13U, 15U masters and adults. Lachey Alley is going to be the same for all age groups. So it's actually going to be 2 6-foot lacheys. So we're going to go bar to bar, coming down to our 12-foot mark, where we will then have to get onto the rope, using both of these ropes to swing, where we will have a tape line to our dismount. So you'll be coming past over to here to our dismount off of those ropes. So it'll be 2 6-foot lacheys and 2 rope swings. That'll be your first obstacle. Once you are past that line, then you come down to the ground. This is a no-fail zone. You can touch the ground carpet here, where we're going to make our way to our next obstacle, which is going to be the 12-foot warped wall. It's going to be a 12-foot warp wall for all age groups. This one here, we are going up on top of the wall, coming down the fireman's pole. For 13U, you will just be coming down to the mat, where then you will begin your tire roll. For 15U masters and adults, we are going to be coming down onto this PVC pipe. So this PVC pipe is going to be your point B and point A of the balance obstacle. So if you were to come down this pole here and make contact with this PVC pipe and step down, that will result in a fail on the balance. If you touch the blue pad before you touch the PVC pipe, it will result in the fail of the warped wall. So 15U masters and adults will roll this over. We will come over to the tire. We will have to mount the tire from the PVC pipe, or 13U. We'll be able to start on the pad. And we are doing a tire roll, over to here. You are allowed the post and either orange transition block to dismount. All right, so when you jump, you can use this post if you need to. All right, then this is, all right, on to our next obstacle, which is our Lachey obstacle. You've got your point A on this orange pad. You'll be using the bananas to lachey over to the special delivery. For 13U, you will be lacheying over, and you will be using the pegs. Both pegs are the only thing allowed. Either side, your choice. The special delivery itself is off limits. For 15U and masters, there will be no pegs. You will be grabbing the sides of the special delivery, no tops or mail slot. And then for adults, there'll be one single peg in the center of the special delivery. The single peg for adults is what you will use on that obstacle. Making our way to our dismount pad. This is your point B. On or past is allowed here. Then we make our way over to the Sloth Climb. Coming over to here, you don't have to come over to this pad. You can start from here. We are getting onto the Sloth Climb. Hands and feet are allowed on this rope. Making our way over to the next obstacle. The post is not allowed on either side, so you cannot use this post to assist you in any way. So when you are sloth climbing over, if you find yourself falling backwards, you cannot use this post to save yourself. You must pull through to get onto your point B, which is this orange pad, not that orange pad, this orange pad. Then we have our dumbbells. Our dumbbells, any part of the dumbbells are allowed. If you want to use the black part or the handles. Point B on this orange pad, we are making our way over to our point B here. On or past is allowed. You get on, you can make your way down to this carpet, but if you were to fall backwards onto the pad, the blue pad before the orange block, that would result in a fail. So on, past, or down to the black carpet. no fail zone, over to our bungee bar obstacle. So you are allowed the 2 rings. It's your point A, 2 rings, and the bungee bar. Bungee bar has a nice little bounce to it. Utilizing those rings and bungee bar to our point B, this orange transition block. Our next obstacle for 13U, 15U, and Masters, what we are doing is going to that first bullseye. And then we will lachey over to the second bullseye. As soon as you get to this ring, this is your point B of the obstacle, which then becomes point A of your beam and bar drop obstacle. So you're allowed the rings, bullseyes, no straps on bullseyes. Any part of the bullseyes is allowed. Making our way over to the beam. And then we will lachey over to the bar, down to our point B, where we will dismount on or past the orange transition block. For adults, what will change? This ring will be removed, and this beam will be moved over. So you will have to go directly to the beam from the bullseye. The beam will be your point B of the bullseyes and point A of the bar drop, over to our point B of the bar drop. We must go on, past and around the post. Do not cut this way, because if you make contact with that, the pad, come back this way, will not be able to decide if you were falling backwards. So on, past, and around. On to our dog bone vault. We will be using our squishy steps. This is your point A. Coming through onto this orange pad. The dog bone we will use to go over the top of the orange pads. Any contact with the orange pads will result in a fail. There's a gray pad on the opposite side. That is your point B. So going over to here, this is your point B, then becomes point A of your agility obstacle. Again, no contact with the orange pad. You must stay on this pad. So no stepping off to the side or to the ground. So you have to stay on this one. Making our way on the tires. Any part of the tires is allowed. Onto our A-frames. Up and over A-frames. And we are going to continue on. This is not your point B. This is one long agility obstacle. Through our quad steps. Over to our rings. This is your point B of the agility. So where the tires start, after the vault over the double boxes, that is your point A, this is your point B. And then we're going to finish off with a big run of rings. Making our way through these rings. These red pads will not be here for 13E, 15E Masters and adults. So you'll not have to worry about keeping those feet tucked up. Making our way over to our orange pad. And this will be your final obstacle. That is 12 obstacles. That is Fina Endurance. Good luck, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.